Hello everyone, it's Shel C from PaperOcotilloStudio. Today I'm sharing with you day 17 of our hashtag AJOS Peculiar Persona Art Journaling Challenge. This is a daily art journaling challenge from our group Art Joy of Sharing that I moderate with Peg Robinson. And we have all kinds of challenges. This one happens to be a daily art journaling challenge, and it's all about making characters. And so all of the prompts for this challenge are character names, and what the name is should kind of inform you as to what the character is. Today's prompt is Mikela Muskrat. And I really just wanted to make a monochromatic indigo page because I've had all these papers, and I also have these two little stickers that I pulled off a package that I got recently. And I wanted to use indigo, which is a dark blue purple color that I really love, and I have a few different paints in that color. And I have these little magazine things that I tore out of a decorating magazine that was all about indigo and white. And then I have a few other pieces, and that's what I felt like doing. So I started by sticking down all these different pieces of paper. I was flummoxed as to what to do with Mikela Muskrat because I, when I made all these prompts, I didn't realize that there was a rat, a mouse, and a muskrat, and a wombat, which kind of looks like a large rodent situation. So we've got a lot of them going on here that are kind of the same animal, the same, I just didn't feel like making another rat. Muskrats are different. They live in the water mostly, and they're large, but not as large as a wombat, which isn't really a rat either, but it's something that lives under the ground and is kind of like a rodent. And I just didn't want to draw another one, and I didn't want to find a picture of another one, and so I ended up coming up with something completely different. And this is the great thing about prompt challenges. The prompts are there to give you a head start, but they're also there to stretch your imagination and jumpstart your creativity so that you can work around problems like, I don't want to draw another rat. You know what I'm saying? Muskrat was obviously the main words in that one, but doesn't have to be, right? Nothing is ever set in stone, and you can certainly stretch and do something else. Now, over in the group Art Joy of Sharing, which you haven't joined yet, you probably should. Down below the video, there's a link. It's on Facebook. You answer the questions, and then you can participate in different challenges that we have, and you can share your art. It's not always art journaling, although we do a lot of art journaling because art journaling is a great way to practice your skills. It's in a book. It's going to be closed and put away when it's finished, and so you're not so stressed and worrying about how it comes out or if you make a mistake, or you can learn from a mistake that you might make, and it's just a great thing to do. So we recommend that people art journal. But if you want to join, you can. I think that's what I was talking about. I don't know anyway. So once I was done gluing down all my little pieces of paper, I lightened them up a little bit because I knew I was going to be putting more layers. So I put some very, very watery white gesso over the top, dried all that with the heat tool, and trimmed the edges. And now I'm going to do some dripping. The color of this acrylic ink is not indigo. It's called Nightfall. It's not quite indigo. Indigo is more of has more of a red tone, and this has more of a blue green, but it's close enough. It's still monochromatic. It's still that, deep, intense, interesting blue color. And so I'm dripping it, I'm spraying it with a little bit of water and letting it run down and then letting it run across, sopping up some of the puddles with a rag, a baby wipe. I think it was a dry one, because I just throw them there next to my space. And then I gave all that a really good dry. I decided I wanted to put on some leaves or floral or botanical type stuff. Had a couple 6x6 stencils. These are both from Stencil Girl products. One of them is a club stencil. This one that's got kind of more flat branches that I'm using right now is a club stencil. And then the other one is one that you can purchase. The way Stencil Club works is that if you join the club, it's $25 a month, and they send everywhere in the world. You can buy the other club sets that you missed if you want to, if there's something that you really want. And then you get a 9x12, a 6x6, and a 4x4 stencil every single month that you are a member. So I did those in white gesso, and then the reason I used two different ones is because I wanted some variety on the leaves. You could just use the one. And then these are the stickers I'm talking about. They're kind of moths or dragonflies. I think the package came from Peg, actually. She does send me Happy Mail, and I think that these were on her package that she sent. So she must have either had them or made them. I don't know, but they're kind of a indigo and white watercolor creatures, and I thought they were cool, and I pulled them off the package and stuck them to the edge of my desk, and they've been sitting there ever since. So I stuck them on my page finally. They've been used. I like to use stuff that comes to me in the mail. It's just one of those things I like. So I don't like to waste something's pretty on a package or it's Happy Mail or whatever. I like to save it and keep it. Washi tape. I save washi tape. I know it's crazy, but it's something that I like. So then I grabbed my Pitt Artist brush pins. These brush pins have India ink in them, so when they are dry, they are permanent. Great thing to have for mixed media. These are made by Faber-Castell. If you see products that I'm using on my screen, you can always go to my Amazon affiliates page, which is a link below the video. Sometimes I put links to individual products, but during a daily art journaling, making a video every single day in October challenge, I do not have time to look up all the links. So you can just go to my Amazon page, and that stuff is already in there. Things that I use frequently, like Posca pins, Faber-Castell Artist Pitt pins, these type of things that I use all the time are on the page already, and they're sorted in categories. If you do that, that helps out. It gives me a few cents if you buy something off of Amazon after using my link, and that helps me get more art supplies to use on my channel. So I always appreciate that. So I went ahead and did shadows around my little flying creatures, and then I found a stamp of a dragonfly, cute little dragonfly, and I have that StazOn some kind of blue. It's a very, very dark blue, and I stamped those. I also used that pad to go around the edge of the page. So now I have this monochromatic blue, 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 and more blue indigo in white page, which is beautiful. How do I get a muskrat on there? And so I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't want to draw a muskrat. So in the group, Art Joy of Sharing, which is our art community on Facebook, Peg and I both shared some collage sheets at the beginning of this challenge. This is a little character and her dog from that collage sheet, which I cut out. And what I liked the most about it was that it was kind of this reddish orange, which is a coordinating color with this blue. I think blue and orange are awesome together. They work off of each other and make such an interesting dramatic look. And so I wanted to use this character, who is obviously Mikela, and this little dog is Muskrat. A muskrat is a bratty pup, constantly getting out Every time she opens the door, he runs off into the park across the street where all the trees and the leaves and the butterflies are. He loves to go over there. He's a brat. Um, so Mikela has to deal with her little muskrat. So Mikela Muskrat, right? That's the prompt. Is not necessarily a muskrat. It's a story starter. So I go ahead and jazz it up. This is printed out on a laser printer. The colors are not that bright. Bright enough, but I wanted it to be more integrated. So of course I do the shadows around the edge with the indigo pen. I use a orangey red colored pen and kind of do some shadows and interesting marks on the outfit, on the hat. I use a white Posca pen, which is acrylic paint, so it's very opaque, and add a little bit of something something to her outfit and to the dog. I use some like sienna and some ochre, and just I add a little bow to the top of Muskrat's head, so maybe Muskrat is a girl. Just wanted it to coordinate with the orange. And then I need to put something on the page which explains what's going on. And so I'm using my, what's that thing called? PaperOcotilloStudio printer. This is a thermal printer that I have an app on my phone that connects to Bluetooth to the printer, and then I can print out little words and pictures and stuff. I can print actual photos, but they do print in monochromatic. But it's fun. And so I go ahead and type the words that I want for the page and then print them out with the little printer and glue them on. Let's read it. It says, Mikela spends many nights in the beautiful but buggy park searching for her naughty pup Muskrat. And that definitely satisfies the prompts, and I didn't have to draw another rodent. So that's my page for today. If you liked it, please remember to give me a thumbs up. You can leave me a comment or question below. Come and join us over in Art Joy of Sharing and join us with the prompt challenges that we have and the fun stuff we do over there. Of course, you can subscribe to my channel. There is a video every single day in the month of October, but in November it will slow down a bit because of holidays and things, every other day or every third day. But my channel has tons of videos, tons and tons, thousands of videos for you to watch. So that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.